Hello everyone. This is my first video here. I have created a few little tests and things. I've shared things with friends, and it was kind of more of a let's grab some of the things I have learned, put in here, kind of display, kind of keep track, kind of keep a record because my memory is quite flaky at best. I have ADHD, so I keep forgetting details about stuff. And get creative, I can make a note and then a few months later I look at the note and like, what on earth have I written here? Um, so I decided to make this channel and I decided to start pushing in. I heard a quote somewhere that every big thing starts from a embarrassingly small decision in action. So I decided that this is it. I've been planning, I've been writing, I've been making many decisions about many things, changing equipment, but I haven't done the really smart thing to actually get this started, which is record a video, post it out there, see how it goes. Um, Today we're testing quite a few things, so I'm not sure how this is gonna pan out. I'm not sure how the video is gonna look. I'm not sure how the video is gonna sound, but that's the purpose of giving it a try. And I could keep tweaking things forever and testing things forever and never get it right, never get it out there. And the reason I'm recording this video as well is that I had a creative spark last night and I couldn't go to bed. It was, oh, hello. It was, the camera is not static. We're here. Um, it was, I spent some time, before bed, well, after dinner, about 7-ish. I spent probably 2.5 hours going on a deep dive on deep pens. And I have a few of different sizes and different types. I was thinking about getting a glass one because I haven't had a glass one yet. And I just got thinking, can I make my own dip pen? Um, just like one of those, little bit custom in some ways, maybe some nice wood, some resin, a bit bigger, a bit thicker, all that good stuff. So I went on a deep dive. Mostly, you can find the ferrules, which is this bit here at the top. Let me zoom in. You can find those for sale everywhere. They might not always be very good, very anti-oxidation, but as you can see, this gets really messy. And I've been going around trying to find myself one of this type of insert, um, which I had found the name, but I forgot about it again. Um, which to me is a lot better and a lot easier and a lot cleaner. And of course, I have two different types of nibs that I can place in there, which is good and great. Um, couldn't find much of this. Found some very interesting um, oblique type inserts that were very clever. Yeah, spent around a lot of time looking at that. Spent a lot of time looking at fountain pens as well. I quite enjoy them. I have a few, not a lot. Mostly they're expensive, and I don't have the budget for any of that. I got myself one as a gift 2 years ago, or 3 years ago even, and then I got really lucky this year to find in a recycling yard a Tom Studio fountain pen that's sewn out. um, Tone Studio fountain pen, and Lemmy Safari, which is amazing. I love them both. Different nib sizes. This one is very extra fine. I love writing with this. I really like extra fine writing because I can write really small. um, but yeah, I go on detours quite a lot, so I kind of forgot already what I was talking about. Anyway, going back to it. So yeah, all good. Went to bed in a reasonable time, probably somewhere half past half midnight. Not really reasonable, but it's been a few rough days with my health. I got a cold after Christmas, and laying down in bed, my brain starts thinking about all the possibilities. How I'm gonna do that? How am I to create a pen? Will I put in a lathe and do this and do that? And there's a woodworking shed nearby I'm part of, and everyone is very kind, very friendly, and it's very helpful for me to learn things. It's like, oh, should I make a jig to make the hole that will hold the ferrule? Because it's probably most likely what I'll have to use anyway, because I couldn't find the other type. Um, and I was like, oh, what if I make a hole in a smaller hole inside of a hole and put a magnet in? Are the nibs magnetic? Are the nibs magnetic? Are the nibs magnetic? That question I couldn't quiet down. And if you're creative like me, and if you have that kind of dopamine seeking tendencies like a good ADHD squirrel does, um, you would know that I couldn't go to bed until I turned the lights on. I picked up a strong magnet. I have a few laying around. Not a very strong magnet, but I would say the strongest magnet I have in the room. And as I touched the top of it, it just pulled in quite strongly. It's like they are magnetic. What else can I do? And I did buy those very small, very tiny magnets for another project. I was trying to make Nerf darts that would stick to metal things, but they're not strong enough for a Nerf dart, unfortunately. Um, but they ended being used in other different projects and other different creative things, which is great. But I was like, have this feeling it's just the right thing that I need for something. So I got the nib, and here we go again. I'm enjoying using the zoom controls. Um, when I place right in here, oh, come on. I was like, this is cool. This is really cool. It fits right there. And then I was like, maybe, maybe it will fit right in here. It'd be too good, right? It'd be just too right if you could just slide it in and it would hold the nib in a very secure way. There you go, you have it. Um, that was a dopamine hit about 1 a.m. in the morning, and I couldn't go back to bed. I lay down in bed, and every little creative thing that I had kind of blocked up. I have an application to write, and I have to finish before the 5th of January. So about a week time, less than a week. Um, yeah, I wrote about 200, 300 pages, and I'm gonna take some time later to edit, probably next year. I'll take a bit of a slowdown today, hopefully, and I have some commitments later. But yeah, that's what the video is about. Is about um, having a creative spark. Doesn't matter what time, and kind of going with it because it's part of my life and I can't avoid it forever. um, it's the channel is not going to be very consistent. We'll not be doing the same kind of thing over and over again. I might find my niche at some point in this journey. I might never find my niche. I think I gotta get used to the idea that I might never find my niche, that my creative spark is the niche itself, is the thing that keeps me moving, is the thing that keeps me going forward in many ways. And if I try too hard to find what I can be consistent at, I'm just not going to be consistent at all. Or I'm going to be consistent at something and I want to put my health in jeopardy because I'll probably be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. It's been 2 weeks I've been doing this. Let's do something else. Just the life with ADHD in general. But yeah, I've had a fun time. I'm thinking about writing it down somewhere, um, and then sharing this with people. As in, this is my first video. I've no idea kind of what I'm doing, and no idea how I'm editing these. I'm kind of doing it all in one take. I have to cut my coughing right at the beginning of the video. Um, I don't have an ending scene. I don't have a starting scene. It's just how it is. It's things to figure it out later down the journey. And it's just a place to have fun and make friends and share creativity. I do have plans on having a little community. I have a Discord chat, but it's still lots pending in terms of sorting it out. It's kind of like a curated area for creativity. So I have to change lots of permissions and things like that for things, so it gets not clustery. It's kind of like my creative uh, splurge in some ways. So all the things that inspire me. And while I know other people have their things that inspired, and I think I can get quite overwhelmed just consuming all the information. So I kind of want to keep it that way where I'm the one sharing, just so it's not too much sharing, just so I don't get overwhelmed looking at everything. My brain doesn't like missing out, so if there's a lot of people posting videos about tutorials and things like that, I'm just gonna get overwhelmed. But it will be a place for people to share what they've been working on. That is for sure. The things that you've been um, doing, being creative, being inspired upon, things to chat about, ask questions to ask one another. Um, yeah, that's definitely place to collaborate, all that sort of good stuff. That's definitely a plan. So I'm not sharing it here yet. Some of my friends might already have it. I'm thinking about kind of processing it out first and seeing how it goes. It's gonna be on Discord mostly because I already started there, but I'm also thinking about doing a mail list. That's another plan. I kind of started, but haven't yet picked up the place to learn MailChimp. But that will be a place where I'll just distribute some of that Spark weekly. It might be in the form of sharing something new I found, some information, a new video on something that I'm slightly interested, but it's all about creativity. Might be 3D printing. I don't have one, but I know a few people that have, and I find it interesting to a degree. I'm not really big on plastics. Um, wood carving, wood turning, woodworking, and lots of painting, watercolor, pencils, all sorts. But yeah, it's coming across 14, 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna say goodbye and I'll see you next year, next video. Thank you, thank you. Bye bye. Look at this guy. Again, again. Boop, boop. If you haven't noticed yet, here it is. There's a dino on screen.